Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is Wednesday, April 30th, the last day of April. It is my husband's birthday. Happy birthday to him. He won't hear me on here anyway. I've already wished him happy birthday this morning before he left work for work. But it's his birthday today, and he is a non-celebratory guy. He does not like any fuss at all. He does not like to make any big deal about his birthday. I will try my best to spoil him. I'll get his favorite dessert because he definitely has a sweet tooth. So I'll try my best. I asked him about supper. He said, oh, I don't know. He's very low maintenance kind of guy, right? I'm sure many of you can relate. A lot of guys are like that. But we will do our best today to celebrate him. So that's today is, April 30th, last day of the month, last day for, if you're a demonstrator, last day to earn that strawberry slush bag. Oh my gosh, that tote is so amazing. I reached out to all of my team yesterday to have them check their reports to see where they are for the month. It was, thank you, Cindy. I reached out to them to see where they are. It's a sales challenge, and this was a good one. I think I really enjoyed stretching myself to reach that Francis steak and lobster. Oh, my darling duckling. I never even thought of it. I wonder if it is like darling duckling. I will have to check that out. Let me see. Linda says, I understand. Your husband will be 80 next Tuesday and has warned me he wanted no big celebration. That is, I understand that. Absolutely, 100%. He does not like celebration. And usually, he's my tax guy. He's the tax guy, right? He does all of our taxes. And many, many years, over and over and over, it's happened that on April 30th, he is still finalizing the taxes. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But last year we were on the Mexico incentive trip and we had to leave. Our flight was leaving on April 28th. So I was like so excited. I said to him, I'm like, now you can't skip your birthday. He's like, you better not make a big deal of my birthday in Mexico, Rose. That would be so embarrassing. So I was like, I just, secretly, I'm sure he was happy that he was not home and doing taxes and we were in beautiful Ashuret, Mexico. But, anyway, it is what it is. We have to honor what they want, right? Cindy says she earned it. You earned the strawberry slush tote. Yay, Cindy. Awesome job. I think a lot of people did. And, it's not too late if you still got to put in some sales to get that. Or, take a look. If you're a demonstrator, take a look at your reports and see where you are. If you're a brand new demonstrator and you're joining and you've got a big order, it's a 300 CSV, which is in Canada, $394, and it'll cover your quarterly minimums. You'll be done. Not that you're not gonna want to spend money in May and June, right? Our quarter right now that we're in is April, May, June. So you can put in that 300 CSV and be done for that, and you'll have that strawberry tote bag bagged up. Pardon the pun. Alrighty, let's get started. I got a fun card for you today. Yesterday we played with Flower Cart, and we were playing with Flower Cart all week. And I played with the stamps and the matching dies. And today I thought, let's play with the standalone dies. And I've got a lot of stuff on my desk. It's a big, big mess, but when is it not a big mess, right? You guys can relate. Messy desk means a happy place, right? I don't know. I have to stop and clean up between projects, and that helps me. How do you handle the, let's not call it mess. It's fun, right? How do you handle the fun on your desk? Do you clean up after each project? I try and do that, but sometimes there's no time to clean up completely. I have to get on to the next thing. And before you know it, it's like a tornado has come through my room. Alrighty, let's flip the camera. Hello everyone. Hi, Marie from cloudy Montreal. You spent way more than needed to get my bag. There you go, Linda. You got it. You got it all wrapped up in the bag. Okay, good morning, Lois from Colorado. There's a couple of things coming up that I just want to point out. A couple of big things. May 2nd and 3rd, celebrating scrapbooking day. Stampin' Up! is doing double rewards. So you know how we have this brand new reward program. When you spend $25 in Canada, you get more than 10, like every 20. Let's stop and think. You just got to get to $25. Every order over $25 qualifies you for Stampin' Rewards. And they go into your own little Stampin' Reward bank. Oh, for those 2 days, May 2nd and May 3rd, Stampin' Up! Is giving us double rewards. This is a program that just started 2 weeks ago, and now they're already giving us double reward promotion. I am like mind blown that they're doing this, right? So if you are inclined to shop, and it's not just scrapbooking stuff. We're celebrating Scrapbooking Day, National Scrapbooking Day, but it's not just scrapbooking stuff. It's all your stuff that you want to order. Cardstock, get in on it before it goes up. May 6th, the prices are going up for cardstock. They've given us lots of forewarning about that. I'll be stocking up and then doubling my rewards, because say you put in a $100 order, you're getting $10 in rewards. You're going to get $20 in rewards when you do it on May 2nd and May 3rd. And you just stack them. You just stack them and you save up for whatever it is you want, right? So May 2nd, May 3rd, if you put in an order, like I'm going to be ordering cardstock to get ahead of the price increase. And then on May 6th, when the catalog goes live, I can cash in some rewards and get some things that I've got my eye on from that catalog. So you see how this works? It's going to be amazing. All right, so I wanted to give you that heads up. The other thing that's happening, May 6th, if you are not a demonstrator, you're going to want to get the starter kit. You'll hear me tell you every single day, it is the best deal, hands down. They've got another starter kit promotion from May 6th to May 31st. So with that promotion, the starter kit is $135 in Canada, but you get to choose an extra $85 worth of products, okay? So you're going to have an amazing time picking your starter kit from the brand new things. There's a brand new catalog starting on May 6th. Now, up until now, I can only show you the cover. There it is, the beautiful cover. As well, we have a huge batch of online exclusive items that are going to go live for everyone on May 6th. So it's a win-win for everybody. You got that special May 2nd and May 3rd to double your rewards. And then May 6th, we get a whole bunch of new products. I mean, life is pretty good. Okay, let's flip the camera. Rose is really happy. I'm really giddy today because there's so many things to look forward to. So many things, right? The taxes are going to be done as of midnight tonight. Woohoo! It's my husband's birthday. We got a sale coming up. We got a starter kit promotion. I can't wait to see who's going to join my Ink-Sided Canadians team and get the best deal on that starter kit. It's all good. Life is good. It's a sunny day out there. I'm wearing my bright yellow sunshine shirt, which I'm going to grab a piece. I don't have my cardstock here. It's all out in my other room, but I can grab the ink pad. I wonder if this is like Darling Duckling. Let's see. Here's my Darling Duckling ink pad. It's pretty darn close, isn't it? Darling Duckling. I'm wearing my Darling Duckling shirt today. I was thinking it was more like Daffodil Delight, but I think it's more like Darling Duckling. Okay, that's enough for me. We're gonna flip the camera and get started on this card here. You guys are laughing at me. I'm sure you're funning. Oh, thanks, France. You like this color? Oh, hi, Sharon from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. Is that Pennsylvania? Hi, Kathy Clark. Hello, hello. Hi, Mary from Folsom, California. Hello, Bertha from Sudbury, Ontario. Hello, fellow Canadian. Hello, Elaine. Hello, hello. Hi, France. You're also excited. Yes. Okay, great, France. Yes, you got that strawberry slush bag coming too. I think that's what you mean. Hi, Wendy. Hello, hello. Yeah, and Wendy earned it. Whoop, whoop. Giving a shout out to everyone who's earned that amazing strawberry slush bag. You'll get it in May. This is what I was told, after the commission's finalized and you place your first order in May, they need to figure out when they have to finalize all the numbers and all of that and see who earned the bag, right? Even though you know you earned the bag, there's an official, they do an audit, I guess, of the commissions and stuff. And then you will probably get an email. We'll probably get an email from Stampin' Up! Saying, congratulations, you earned the strawberry tote bag. And they said, demonstrator support said it would be in my first order that I place in May after that time, okay? So I get a lot of questions from my team about how do I get the bag? Is it going to come automatically? It will come in your next order in May after the report's finalized. That's what I was told. So if you've heard something different, let me know. Hi, Jody. Hello, Jenny. Hi, Mary. A TJ tidies in between. Yes, that is best thing. And Cindy does too. Clean up after each project and then you know what you're working with. That is definitely the best practice. Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. Stormy day in NFW, Texas. Dallas, Fort Worth. Is that right, Elaine? Did I get it right? I think I did. DFW, Dallas, Fort Worth. Today is beautiful here, and we're going to get 25 degrees here on Friday, 26, I think, on Saturday. It's going to be a wicked weekend. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait to get outside, do some yard work, be in the sun. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. Alrighty, let's get started. Flipping the camera. Boom. There we go. Look at that blue sky in my yard. Oh, it's so nice. I just want to get out there and do some stuff. Okay, we're playing with Flower Cart today again. This amazing little bundle. Don't buy the bundle. Well, it's not bundled anymore because it's been around for a couple of catalogs. So the very first catalog that they bring things out, it would be bundled. But then after that, it is separate. And these two products, these two, I'm just adjusting my camera, bear with me, sorry, are separate now, and they're marked down. So the stamp set was regular $33. It's on for $16.50. Item code 162776. The dies, now they're all over the place here. This is not a good snapshot of the dies, but there's a set of 15 dies here, and they are regular $47 on for only $18.80. Wicked smoking deal. Alrighty, Rose is looking for her glasses. Okay, I've got them right here so I can read the small stuff. Okay, so the item code for the stamp set, if you need that, it is 162776. And the item code for the dies, you're going to need that for sure, 162780. Okay, so we're going to play with these today, and we're going to make a card using Rose's favorite colors. I love Melamambo and black. So we're bringing in a piece of cardstock. Now I've cut this down 4 1/4 by 11, and then I cut this to be 1.5 inches. So let's see here. What is the final measurement here? So this is 4 1/4 by 7, and then that will give me this 1.5 inch border at the top of my card. So we're just going to burnish that. And then I have another piece. We're going to do a bridge card today. So I have another piece that's 1.5 inches by 4 1/4, and that's going to go at the bottom down here. But we're going to add a little bit of Melamambo pop of color to this card. We're bringing in the Friends of the Ocean paper. Love, love, love this paper. And this one has Melamambo in it, and that's why I was instantly attracted to this DSP. It also has, look at the orange up back here. This is pumpkin pie. There's so many bright, vibrant colors. But I thought this one was nice because it looked like little sunshines, like the sun is rising. So we're going to put these onto our card base with some liquid glue. So let's flip them over and get the glue flowing. And then we'll move on to the next part of the card. This glue is about to, I'm about to run out of this glue, but you know what? Never give up on your glue, because when you think there's no glue left, there's a lot. So be a little patient, and once it's flowing, you can get, look how much glue I'm getting. And I thought this one was empty. Okay, let's bring back my little Bucky holder. Many of you have asked me about this little silicone, it's a shot glass, I think. We went to Bucky's last year when we went to Houston, and we went to shop for souvenirs. That's what I brought back, and I use it to hold my tumble. Okay, so let's put the sunshine up in the sky. We're going to put that one up here. Look at how Melamambo pops against that beautiful basic black background. And then this one will go on my other 1.5 inch strip down here. This is the bottom of my bridge. So we're going to go ahead, put that on, a little excess glue there, get that off. All right, so now we need a piece for the middle and the front of the card. So the front of the card, this one is going to go to the bottom down here, right? and we need something, we need the bridge in the center. So I got a piece of white cardstock here. Now, what does this one measure? I did it 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So that's gonna go like this, right across. It's gonna bridge the top and the bottom. I think I probably could have went a little narrower, but I wanna give a nice background. So on this card, we're gonna play with the actual die cuts, just the die cuts today, and make, because the die cuts are where it's at, right? They're so much fun, and you can make a lot of different things with them. So we're going to play with the flower cart. We're going to make a fancy cart. It's not actually, I'm not actually putting flowers in my cart. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something a little bit different. You can use your cart for whatever it is you want. So let's just put I'm just going to put, actually I'll put my bone folder on here. So that is my card, not done. And we're going to bring in some pieces now and do some cutting. So we're going to make a little cart, and we need the die cuts. Okay, so this is the top portion of the canopy of the cart. Okay, so we're going to use that one. We're going to use, we're going to cut that one with basic black. I need some scrap. We have this little piece here, which is an accent to my canopy, and we're going to trim a small piece of melon mambo for that one. So I'm just going to get all my pieces ready to go here, and then we'll run them through. Okay, so there's my melon mambo cardstock. I need a scrap piece of black for that one, basic black. And do I have one? Yes, I have one right here. Is that wide enough? Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Okay, so then we're going to just trim that. So that's going to be, we're going to do a basic black and melon mambo canopy for my cart. And it's so fun to stop and think about all the fun things you could put in this cart. Okay, so there's the top. Now we need the base of the cart, like the box of the cart, and we need wheels. And so we're going to get all of those pieces now. So for the box part of the card, sorry, I'm just off the screen a little bit. I'm going to grab some crumb cake. Is this piece big enough? This box does 2 pieces. It does the inside box, and then the outside is textured like wood grain. And I think I'm going to be able to make this scrap work. I love it when I can use up scraps. It's just such a gratifying experience to not waste things, right? Just use up your scraps. Okay, so there's our box. We need wheels now, and we need the little stand. So we're going to use pecan pie for that. Yep, I got a piece right here. And this one here, this is the one with the wheels and the spokes, and then the little stand. So we're going to put that onto my pecan pie. Just trying to think, what else do I need? Oh, I'm going to use the die that looks like a little milk can. And I want to put 3. I'm going to see if I can fit 3. So I've already got 1 cut. So let's see if I can do 2. I got some silver foil here. And we're just going to double this up. I think it'll work. I think it will. We're going to try it. Okay, so let's put the watering can on there. And a little bit of Post-it tape. And I think that's all we need. Actually, we need something else. I'm not sure if I want to stamp that and then die cut it. I'm going to stamp the stamp from the set that has the little easel. There's an easel here. Did you see that? There's an easel, and then I'm going to stamp Happy Hello in the middle. So let's grab Memento, and we'll stamp the easel. We need the ink pad, not the lid. Okay, so we're going to stamp the easel like that, and then the Happy Hello. Let's keep it all matchy-matchy. Let's do that with Melon Mambo. Okay, so Melon Mambo ink over here. Tap, tap, tap. We're going to stamp that on the easel. Look at this, Stampin' Up. They know what they're doing. They knew that was going to fit on the easel. So cool. So cool. Alrighty, so we've got that. Now, let's trim this down a little bit because I don't know how much real estate room I'm going to have on my machine to try to fit all these dies. Can I do it? I wonder if I can. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this one on. and I don't want this to move because I've already stamped it. I want to secure my stamping. So let's grab some more Post-it tape. I got to order more. I'm running out. I better order a couple of rolls of that. I get that from Amazon. I'm not an affiliate or anything. I'm not sharing that. You know, I don't make any money by telling you, but I do like to share what I use in my craft room from Amazon. I love to get the Post-it tape there. Alrighty, so let's move this stuff out of the way, bring in my machine, and get it all lined up. Okay, here's my big kahuna, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Get this one while you can. Oh my gosh, when you buy this, you're going to get all those Stampin' rewards that you're going to be able to use on your future purchases. Oh, I'm so excited about this reward program. It's so cool to get. As a demonstrator, I get a discount on all of my products that I buy, and I get to collect rewards too. So I'm getting rewards, I'm getting discounts. I feel like I'm like, start the car. You know that saying, start the car, like I'm robbing the bank or something. But that is how good they are to us. Okay, I've got it all on my thing, my platform. Hello, everyone. Everybody puts things in their place after they use them. If I don't, I'm always looking for the bone folder that's lost under. Yeah, exactly, Debbie. I agree with you. Put things back. Bertha ordered all her cardstock when they had free shipping. That was very smart. Good idea. Yep, I did too. I ordered a bunch of cardstock, but now I'm thinking I've been prepping for classes and stuff and my weekly kits to go, and I'm running a bit low on some colors, so I'll definitely be ordering more cardstock. Okay, so there we go. One swipe through the machine, and we've got all these die cuts. Let's just get them all on my desk, and then we'll sort them out. And so there we go. Do I have them all? Yes. Did I get 2 watering cans? Yeah, look at that. I did too. Love it. It didn't slip on me. Today's a good day. This is a good day. You got to recognize a good day. Tell it to the universe when you're having a good day. Okay, so let's bring in my silicone mat. Where's my silicone mat? Hello. Come out to play. Maybe not. Okay, I spoke too soon. My silicone mat. I have 2, but I know my daughter borrowed one, and I had my other one earlier. Well. Okay, that's fine. We can live without it. Let's get it all organized here. Let's get our canopy. Okay, so. All right, Rose, stop looking for your silicone mat. You can't find it. It's not in front of you. It'll show up after your video, just like always. All right, we're just getting the dies off of here. Let's get the dies off, and I'm going to grab my magnetic sheet, and we're going to put them back. I'm being such a good girl today, putting my dies back. Okay, so there's that one. Got my milk cans. Got my, these look like little stockings to me, like Christmas stockings. That's the accent for my, whatchamacallit, the canopy. There's the canopy. All right, put that back on the magnetic sheet. Don't need this piece, that's the garbage. All right, so we've got a canopy, we've got the accents, we've got the box for the wagon, and wagon, cart, whatever you want to call it. There's our little sign. That's so cool, I love it. Like a little fruit stand. All right, so what else do we have? Oh, this one here, this is a really cool die. So this die, when you cut it out, let me get the Post-it tape off of here. And you can reuse your Post-it tape. I tend to stick them on the edge of my machine, and then they're ready to go. So when you get this die, you get this one here with the spokes, and then you get the wheels. And I'm just gonna drop this on my glass mat, like that. There, that's what I wanted to do. And that will it'll empty out the die and get me my cardstock. Okay, so now we got all these little wedges in the wheel. They remind me of the Trivial Pursuit wedges, you know? When you play Trivial Pursuit, you get those little wedges. That's what they remind me of. So if you have if you're a scrapbooker, which by the way, 11 o'clock today, my scrapbook ladies, I cannot wait to meet with you. We do Zoom on today from 11 to 1 to go over our April scrapbook pages together. They already got their kits. I cannot wait to see what they do. If they'll copy my layout, most of them do, but they are free to do their own thing. So that's today. All right, so maybe you have scrapbook pages where you've been playing Trivial Pursuit with your friends or family, and this would make a fun one. You could snip off the wheel and use that as a little Trivial Pursuit accent for your scrapbook pages. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is deal with these two little wheels. So they are going to go together like so. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So there's like, I don't know the terms of tires and stuff like that, but maybe this is an axle. I'm going to try anyway. So we're going to just put it together by putting a little bit of glue on this straight part right here. Ooh, that's a lot of glue. Okay. A little bit of glue there. And then these little spokes, I'm just going to put a tad bit of glue on the end of each one like that and let that sit for a minute. Then I'm going to take this wheel and we're going to come in here and we're going to line that up like this. We're going to attach those two wheels like that. All right, so now we've got our wheels in place and we've got the spokes with some glue on them. They're just going to sit there for a second while I get the rest of the card ready. Now, the canopy for my cart is right here. And I'm going to put these little Melon Mambo pieces on there. Now, if sometimes you can look at it and see the impression of the die where those little stripes go. So this is it right here, right? So I could do something like this. I could put the die back in place and then, oh, that's a good idea. Actually, I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to put this on here and put glue, like just a little, couple little dots like that, like that. And then I know where my little pink accents go. So let's take my take your pick tool and pick these up. We're just going to come over here and line them up. So you're lining up the straight edge at the top and the little scallop part at the bottom. So fun to add these little stripes to your canopy. There's 1, 2, and the third one is going to go right there. How easy is that, right? So there's our little, the poles for your canopy to make them stand up straight. Keep those like that. And then I thought, well, that's such a skinny little die to put glue on. So how am I going to deal with that? So here's what I came up with. So we got to put the box together. And this is going to go inside the box. So this is the front of the box, like this, right? And with I love the wood grain texture. So your canopy is going to go right here. So you want the prongs of the legs to go down into the box. So the best way I could figure it out is to lay it on top like so, right? We've got the straight edges on the ends and then like that. And then what we're going to do is bring in some tear and tape and just go over the whole thing with tear and tape. All right, so let's do that. We can do one at a time if you want, or you could do one full strip. I'm going to come in with some small pieces and we're going to put them at the bottom because this box, then I'll peel off the tear and tape and this box will cover it up so you won't see it. All right, but if you prefer to do liquid glue, you could, but these are little fine lines, right? So I thought, oh, how can I do that? Okay, so let's do that. We'll lay that one down. And we want the top of our canopy to be straight. So you can actually use the Glass Mat Studio too to straighten things up, right? Make sure the top of your canopy is straight like that. We'll put a piece of tear and tape down here. You know what? Let's put a piece of tear and tape. I'm doing this as I go. Across the bottom, and then I can expose the glue. Maybe that would be easier than trying to deal with each leg at a time. Okay, we got our tear and tape on. I've burnished it. Let's peel up the wax paper backing. And then we'll take the legs and we'll lay them down onto the adhesive. Okay, I think this is a better plan. And then I'm missing this edge over here. So I'm just going to put a piece of tape. And look, you can even just wrap it around the back because you're going to need glue on the back anyway. So easy peasy. Don't stress, right? No stress in paper crafting. It's supposed to be stress relief. So don't worry. Okay, so we've got that. Now we bring the canopy in. We can take one leg at a time like this and lay it down onto the tear and tape. And we could do the ends like that. And then straighten up the other legs like this. There's 1 and 2 and 3. There we go. We've got our canopy attached. Then we can take the box and we can put that right over top. And then you can adjust that cardstock. If your legs are not straight, make them straight. All right, so here we go. I'm trying to make this as straight as possible. Okay, let's make this one in here is giving me a little bit of grief. Let's make it straight. There. Oh, it just broke it off. Remember I was telling you these were delicate? I was not kidding. Okay, that one's broke off, but we're going to pretend it's okay. Because, oh boy, this was easy. I swear, I'm making it more complicated. Okay, let's put the box on and secure that down. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, so we've got to deal with a little bit of maintenance over here. We got a pole problem. We got a little pole problem, but there's always ways to fix it. So let's bring in, let's see, can we fix it with a glue dot? Let's take a little glue dot and fold that up. You can take your pick tool and manipulate your glue dots so that you make them smaller. And we're going to do a mend over here like that. Look at that. Wow. I think I did it. I think I did. This is going to hold up to the wind at my market. Okay. So we fixed the pole. We got our cart together. Let's put the wheels on this cart. So when the wheels are together like this, we're going to take adhesive. We're going to put adhesive on the top portion of the back wheel like this. And we're going to turn this around and add a little bit of glue to the front part of the wheel. And then we're just going to take this ever so slightly and put it under the cart like so. So you want your wheels to have one in back, so it looks realistic, right? One in back and then one in front. So let's see. And I don't have my silicone mat, but it would be so helpful right now to, to get all that excess glue. But we're just going to work on this. And then we're going to take this piece. Remember, I put the glue on the 3 tips, and we're just going to tuck that underneath the cart. Kind of looks like a little bit of a wheelbarrow. You know how when you put the wheelbarrow down, it has a little post that you can set it down. Okay, so there's my cart. Isn't that fun? It was fun. Trust me. Even though I had a couple of issues, it wouldn't be the same without my issues, right? My gremlins. Okay, so the cart's going to go on here. We got a fun cart. We're going to put milk jugs in this cart. So you can put anything in these milk jugs, whatever it is that you want to sell. You could put flowers in there, and I've got enough room to tuck them down into the cart, right? So you can take your pick tool to separate this a little bit to make room. I did 3 milk jugs. Could be mason jars filled with candy. Possibilities are endless what you could put in these jars. And let's see, got another one just off to the side here. Let's bring that one in and put it there. And there we go. Okay, think it's gonna be okay. So, oh, now it's stuck to my glass mat. What not to do. Now, if your milk jug is a little taller, like this one over here, I can't really get it to go down too far because I think I put my glue too high. You know what? I have another jug. I have another cart. Why am I jiggling with this when I have another one? I have another cart that I put together that has not been mended. It didn't need to get a pole mended, so we're going to use this one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if your milk jug is too high and it's touching your canopy because you didn't tuck it down, you could glue this down first, or you know what? We can fix anything, right? Bring your snips in and snip the bottom of your milk jug and just make it a little bit shorter. Doesn't even have to be straight because you're putting just the tip of the milk jug coming out of your cart, right? So I'm going to do that with all of them. Make them a little bit shorter, and then it's up to the imagination to figure out what are they selling over there. Sometimes it's good to not know what's being sold it drives people to your cart. I'm over here selling my Stampin' Up! Embellishments in these little containers, little jars. Okay, so there's my cart. Phew. Alrighty, so we got the front of the card. We got the cart here like this. We also have a happy hello. So we can put that down here like this, okay? And it's all gonna go on the card. This is the front of my card. It's gonna be my wedge for the bridge here, like this. And I wanna do more stamping because it's very plain and white in the background. So we got some options, right? We can, on this white piece, I want to bring in the pebbles and do the ground. We have to ground our image. So we got our pebbles here, our stone for the ground. And do I have my gray granite? Yes, I do. So let's do gray granite on the bottom. And I'm going to flip this over here. I got a little bit of there. Okay, little corner there. Okay, so we're going to do gray granite, stone, stepping stones on the bottom. Okay, and then maybe we'll put happy hello right there, and we'll put the cart. The cart has to be on the stone though, otherwise it's floating. So we have to put these together at the bottom. All right, you can make your stone thicker if you want to, right? Doesn't have to be just a single layer. You can add another layer and bring up your image a little bit higher. This is the beauty of having your own stamps, is that you can make this your own, right? So there's my cart. Happy hello in front. It's in front of your cart. Happy hello, come on over and shop with me. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so for the top, we have choices here. So we could put, I love how our friendship has grown. That could be for the inside. Or you can put some florals up at the top, right? You can, how about we do some greenery? Could do that. Or you could put that at the background too. You could have, ooh, I like that idea. Let's do that. So on the background of this, we've got our stone on the bottom. Why don't we bring in the two stamps and do a little wall across the back and put that in the back of our image. Okay, I like that idea. So let's grab, what green should I grab? I'm thinking Granny Apple Green. Okay, Granny Apple Green, and we've got Mellow Mambo, so we should do Mellow Mambo flowers. Or maybe we'll do, let's do Darling Duckling flowers because we talked about it already. So let's do that. Okay, so I am making this card with you one step at a time. As you can tell, I didn't have it done before, so we're doing it together. So we're going to do Granny Apple Green, and we're going to do a wall of flowers behind. So let's put this one right here, green, and then we'll come across and add another one like that. Two-step stamping. So we're doing the greenery, and then we're going to bring in the florals. This one right here, and I think I still have orange on here from yesterday. Shocking, I know, shocking. Talking about cleaning up, and here I am with messy stamps from yesterday. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so we're going to come in here and we're going to hover over the greenery, lining up the tulips, lining up the flowers, and boom. So we got a wall of flowers. This is very fitting because, you know, if you go to a market, usually you don't have a white background. You got something. You got like hedges or something in the background. So that's what we're mimicking here. All right, so we've got that. Love it. Okay, so I want to clean up my mess on my Glass Mat Studio. And then, so let's size this up now. So we're going to put, oh yeah, I like that. The shopping cart, the flower cart there. We're going to put a happy hello right there. We'll fix up our little, I got a smudge, all the things. You could put happy hello there, but then we're covering up the handle to the cart. And I really like how the handle looks. So let's do this. We'll do this. We're going to put it like that. All right, so we still got some room up here, and I'm thinking we need to like mimic the sky. So let's bring in Balmy Blue and some of our brush, a blending brush. Let's do a blending brush, and I want to make a template, but I want to pull in a punch that's current. So the Bee Builder punch is still current. So let's do that. We're going to pull this in, and you're probably thinking, what are you doing? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to punch this bottom one down here. We're going to use that because sometimes you just need a negative image to do some sponging, right? So let's move these two images out of the way. We're going to lay this on top like this. Now, if you have the cloud punch, you can go ahead and use that and do the same thing, but I want to give you options for in case you don't have that punch. I don't like to use things that you can't purchase. So I'm just going to add a little bit of blue like that. And then we're going to come over here because clouds are, you know, irregular, right? So there's like that. And then we can come around here. And it's all in how you sponge, right? You can, let's see, we can use the curve of the heart and add a little bit of a different shape. I'm not going to do a heart in the sky, but you could. And then you can also put down a base layer of Balmy Blue. And then you just bring in your negative shape and just add shapes, because no clouds are ever the same, right? They're always different shapes. So you can just come on in and just add that shading till your heart's content, until you're happy with the sky, right? So maybe we could just use that little heart there and see what that looks like. Sometimes clouds are shaped like hearts, right? Sometimes you can look up in the sky and see all kinds of different shapes. It's fun. I used to do that as a kid, look up in the sky and, you know, make up stories about what you're seeing in the sky. Okay, so let's keep it like that. Now, if you wanted to, you could also use that shape and do some Darling Duckling over there to add some sunshine. I've already added enough blue. I don't think I want to go over it with yellow, but so we'll just keep it like that. All right, let's put the cart in place. And like that. Those clouds, I don't know, they're pretty circular, but we're going to go with it because, you know, no two cards are ever the same. And I'm happy with it. I think I'm happy with it. Let's see. We got to put glue on our milk jugs. So let's pull them out. You might want to do this at the beginning when you're putting them in. And that one just went flying. There we go. We got one. And two. This is a fun bundle. I am having so much fun with these carts. I'm like, my mind is going with all the different stuff. We have a new stamp set and die set that's coming for the new catalog, and it has the cutest pair of sunglasses. I was thinking, oh, you could have a sunglass market, right? You could be selling sunglasses at the market and fill your cart with sunglasses. Wouldn't that be fun? And I've got some smudges on my piece here. We're going to come in and erase that with my sand eraser. Hopefully I can get that off. Sometimes that happens. It's life. It happens. Okay, so there we go. Let's put this cart down finally. You're probably thinking, boy, oh boy, Rose. All right, we'll put it right there. And then this one's going to go right there. Happy hello. Come and shop from my milk carton. Let's see. Liquid glue. You could put this on dimensionals if you want to, but I'm just going with my liquid glue today because I think it's going to be the best option. All right. Putting the cart down like that. And I'm okay with the little handle sticking off the side. And make sure when you anchor down, and that's how you can make sure those poles are straight. When you anchor it down, make sure it's all straight. All right, so there's that. And then your little sign can go in front. There we go. I like it. I like it. All right, so let's put this together. So this piece at the bottom is going to be the bottom of my card. So I want to make sure that this stays put. So I'm going to use my left hand to hold the top and bottom. I'm going to flip this over. We're going to add a line of glue up here and a line of glue down here. And then we get to lay this on and make sure nothing is shimmied. This is the bridge part of this card. So we're going to bridge the top and the bottom together. Oh, I like it. I like the blue with the pink background, with the Mellow Mambo in the background. It's pretty. I would love to get this card. Would you? Is this something that you like? There's a little bit of detail with those dies, but you know what? That's where the fun is, right? The fun is in the details. Okay, so I'm just using my glue eraser to get some little excess glue bits off. A happy hello. Now the inside of my card, what are we going to say on the inside? We've got a piece here, my normal 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. That's going to go inside. Let's take a look at the greetings. So we have, I love how our friendship has grown. I haven't used that one yet this week, so let's use that. That's a perfect one. I love how our friendship has grown. All right, so don't stick it down. Always stamp first. That's what I always say. Stamp first, because if you make a mistake, you can always flip over your card and do it again. Your cardstock piece and do it again. All right, so let's ink that up. We're going to ink that up with Mellow Mambo. Boom. Now you could leave it. Oh, I think I shimmied a little bit when I shouldn't have. Okay. It's one of those mornings. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Straight down, straight up. We're good. Okay, let's bring in the florals again. Let's move my eraser out of the way. We're going to bring this in and we're going to add a little bit of floral to the bottom. And we're going to keep with the same color, Mellow Mambo. And we'll just line that up. And boom, we've got some nice color for the inside of the card. Got to add color, right? Because we're playing with basic black, so the more color you add, the better. Alrighty, are you still with me? I haven't looked up at the camera, so I'm not sure if you're still with me or not. This was easy. I made it sound difficult. I'm sure I did, but I did not mean to. I apologize. You're going to love this bundle. And the price, oh my gosh, the price is amazing. Okay, so there's my little milk jug cart, from the flower cart bundle. I'm loving the background. You could extend this even further. It could be like over in Holland. You could have tulips, flowers, the flowers fields. And then you can also do flowers to go in these pots, right? Because we have a 2-step stamp here, this one right here. And there's a little die to cut out those flowers. So you could put flowers in the watering cans, right? So, or you could do, like I did yesterday, you could do all the blossom of flowers. Let me pull in yesterday's card. So you could put this in your cart as well. This is a die that cuts out that stamp. So really there's lots and lots of options. Also the white space at the top, there's a really nice long happy birthday to you. You could stamp that, right? And maybe you could do happy hello on the inside, or that would actually be really fun to put on the envelope, right? So there we have it, my friends. I hope you like that one. Thanks for bearing with me. Things happen and we just roll with it, right? That is the beauty of live. And I love it because there's no second chance, right? You just do what you do and you just keep on going. So if you're still with me, I see there's quite a few of you still with me. So thank you. I appreciate you all so much. And have yourself a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. I was thinking I could give this to my husband for his birthday, but no, I've already got his card. But I will tell him about this card. Alrighty, everyone. Take care. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow for May 1st. Can you believe it's going to be May 1st tomorrow? Have a great rest of your April. Bye for now.